Alright, ladies and gents, quite enough of that. Thank you very much. Sorry about the delay. Had some, well, a couple of interesting issues. Let's just put it that way, to say the least, with this game. Wow, yes. This does tend to happen with pre-release copies, but everything that could go wrong did go wrong. The game decided to start crashing. The game decided it didn't want sound anymore. Also, can you even hear me? Yes, you can. Cool, the mic is on. This should be working correctly. Yes, is ducking working correctly? Oh god, the sound broke again. Oh no, for Christ's sake! You just heard it a few seconds ago, right? You can see, the game's here, the sound's broken again. Oh, and the menu's broken, and the everything. Ah! Oh, for Christ's sake, you can't be serious. Alright, okay, I'm gonna restart the bloody thing. I'm not the only one having this problem, let me put it that way. This pre-launch version is not stable. Oh, Christ. You can hear me, but you can't hear the game, so... yeah. That's not great. It wouldn't even alt-tab properly. Alright, okay then. Reloading the game. And the sound's still broken. I fixed this. I'm gonna wipe the config file again, because that's what fixed it last time. God, I hate it so much. I really do. Someone received another build. That would have to be a beta branch of some sort if they did. Let me tell Chris to contact their PR. Can you contact Focus PR and see if there is a beta branch build that is more stable? I've been told some other streamers got one. I don't know if that is true. We're suffering a ton of tech problems. Okay. Right. I've asked Chris to go and talk to Focus Home's PR person and see if there is a beta branch build that does work better than this. In the meantime, I'm trying my best to fix it. Again, I apologize. It was working. You heard it working, and then it just broke out of nowhere, which has unfortunately happened more than once now. Okay, we're gonna wipe the config file folder. Yeah, Ko's been streaming it since this morning, and obviously has not been having too many problems, so I am going to assume that... yeah, that he has... I mean, he may have just got lucky. I was talking to JP last night, and he said to me that he couldn't even get the thing to load, which obviously is a pretty large problem. I am doing my best at the moment. My apologies, if you can just give me a sec. Just gonna tweak this config file a little bit and then reload. I wish I knew what the launch command arguments are, but I don't. There we go. Let's put that out there. I'm going to give it one more try. If this breaks again, it's probably going to be a case that we switch to Quake. Because that actually works. It's not the game... oh, yep. Okay, that fixed the sound. Let's see if the rest works. Yeah, so wiping the there's obviously something that they're writing to the config file that is breaking the sound. I don't know what that could possibly be, but... does seem to be the case. Okay, you should be able to see it. Graphics options. Yeah, it resets the graphics options every time I do that. I just want to turn motion blur off. Everything else is fine. Now the question is, does the save file work? Because last time I loaded it, it spawned me in the ceiling and killed me repeatedly. If not, I guess we're restarting. It works! Fucking brilliant. Well, that took more effort than it possibly deserved. Welcome to the Surge. I look like an idiot, don't I? This is a sort of operations area where you listen to that terrible country music song over and over again, which I wish you could turn off. There's a crafting station, and this med bay. It's kind of your bonfire. It is actually quite literally your bonfire. You visit this area, it does reset everything, it refills your health potions, and you can apply core power to your rig, which is required to open certain doors, and the more core power you have, the more implants you can run, and you can change your rig types out and such. Basically, the plot of the game is you're a guy in a wheelchair, at least you were. You go to this weird future corporation that promises to fix everything. You get implanted with a rig like this, which lets you walk again, although the surgery doesn't quite work out as well as it's supposed to. Everything breaks, and you are not in a quite disturbing scene. If you, let's just say, if you're a bit sensitive to gore, well, that nightmare of not being sedated for surgery is there. And then you wake up and everyone's trying to kill you. Basically, that's the plot right now, anyway. This area allows you to craft things. You can, as long as you can grab the right parts and get enough tech scrap, you can get various marks of these different kinds of things. And the interesting thing about this gear is that most of it is acquired by severing parts from enemies. So, let's head out. By the way, I'm actually playing this with mouse and keyboard, and it works surprisingly well, which you wouldn't necessarily expect for a Souls-like game. And the combat is pretty fluid, actually. Soulsy-like combat, a lot of weight behind it, dodging, parrying is available, but there's some really nice mobile attacks you can do. Now, the way that the level seems to be built is that it unlocks a bunch of shortcuts, and you slowly progress through these areas. And you'll find those shortcuts, and then as you go back to your home base, inevitably, and you either die, or you go back to do upgrades, and hello! And such, you will end up being able to get back to where you were quicker. Now, the game also has a body targeting system, which is kind of required. Oh god, I took a ton of damage there. You'll notice, by the way, the trash in this game isn't trash. Enemies are actually very strong. In fact, I'm told the game doesn't actually have that many bosses. There's not like a big boss impetus, I suppose. It's mostly just mobs, like, and those mobs are very tough. You don't need a frame rate counter. We're streaming at 60. The game is running at 145 FPS. Unless there is something really going wrong with the stream. Are we dropping frames? I would hope not, because we're supposed to be streaming at 60. Does it not look like we are? Ow. Bastard. Yeah, let me know. Is there frame rate instability? Because I'm running completely fine. No, everyone else seems to be running fine. Okay, because you should be seeing 720p 60. Completely stable. No drops. Cool. All right. Okay. It was just people mentioning it then. Yeah, anyway. So the body targeting system is interesting because you can avoid hitting armored areas of the enemies, which obviously will do less damage, but you can also use it to sever specific body parts. Lol. And severing those body parts involves doing a finisher once you've charged up enough energy. You can't hit me from here. You're an idiot. And that means you can take that body part. And if you are looking to maybe take a weapon from an enemy, maybe you like the look of an enemy's weapon, you can try and chop it off. And if you can do that, you might get the schematic for it. And this is how you do a finisher. That actually looked terrible, which is very unusual, because the finishers usually look and sound really good, but that one obviously bugged out. The blue energy bar, which is essentially a combo meter, allows you to build up the energy required to do that finisher. And the more damage you've done to a particular body part, the more likely it is you'll sever it. So a little bit of Monster Hunter. Like, varying between body parts allows you to pull off different combos, and also allows you to debilitate enemies. Obviously, if you smack them along the head, they'll probably be stunned. If you hit them in the legs, you'll knock them over. Oh, we gotta watch out. There's quite a few of these little bastards, and they hurt. There's some nice sliding and jump animations as well. Ah! Didn't kill it quite quickly enough. And the enemies are just dangerous. Like, very, very dangerous. People are now saying the sound is too low. Well, I tested this rigorously prior to the stream. we have audio ducking on, so every time I speak, obviously it's lowering the sound, but the audio is working. I know that, because I did test it. So that might be personal preference for you lot. When I'm not talking, it will be louder. I think there's another enemy around here somewhere. Yep, hello. One over there. Go on. Do your little attack thing. Oh, for fuck's sake. Get out of it. You can also do things like jump attacks, which work very well. Okay, so you want the ducking adjusted. Okay, well, I certainly hope that alt-tabbing doesn't break the game then. Because I tested all of this prior to stream and it was fine. But then again, I know that not everyone has very good audio equipment. Let's have a look. Okay, I've doubled it. If there's breaks, I won't be happy. Oh, please don't crash. Okay. Right, this should be better now. Alright, which direction are we going in? So the current issue, I believe, is that we're supposed to get on this tram, but the tram is inoperative. So there's probably something I've got to do about that. So please contact service personnel. If I recall correctly, I went into an area earlier, like last night when I was playing it. There's a tunnel, and there was a guy locked in there. So we're going to try and find it. Yeah, you can pause. The game does not have the Souls-like of, you can't pause. Because, well, why? That's, like, hard for the sake of being hard, and I think if you're gonna do Souls-like stuff right now, you have to differentiate yourself, and one of the ways to do that is to not have such a kind of arcane commitment to weird shit, like a bad inventory, which, you know, the inventory, I think, for Dark Souls is badly designed. It's a pain in the arse to use. Also, no active pause. Well, why not? Now, this is not a multiplayer game, so there's no real reason not to let you pause. Like, why? It doesn't seem like it's the kind of game where you would get an advantage from switching between items on a regular. So, well, there's something on the other side of that, but I certainly can't reach it. Nope, nothing's going to break it, and that's currently screwed at the moment. Okay, we're heading down then. I think... Do I finally have a body rig? I was trying to build a body rig earlier because I didn't have it, and the body rig gives you the flashlight so you can actually see. That looks like there's a hidden area over here. You know what? Most of these boxes you can just run through, incidentally. You don't have to hit them, because, I mean, you're a mech. Why would you worry about a wooden box? There we go. Alright, now I can actually see what's happening. Good. Last time I went in here, I did not have gear lights, and this area was a lot harder than it had any right to be. Let's just be a little careful. If I recall correctly, there's a couple of the zombie-type enemies here. Gonna get out of the way. He's about to hit me. Alright, we can slide under it and just smack him about. With the upgraded weapons, some of the enemies you can kind of kill a little bit quick. To the point where you may want to target an armored body part, because if you target the unarmored parts, you kill them before you have enough energy to really do anything. I don't know what that is, but I want its arm. It's dual wielding. I want that thing. Okay. We're gonna try and cut its arm off. Oh, it can block and parry by the looks of it. That's not good. And it has a nasty attack pattern. Okay, let's try and cut its arm off. There we go. We sliced one of its arms off. Can we have its weapon? Oh, we got an implant out of that. And looks like... Yep. Ooh, wrecked armor, the Rhino armor gear, and the Yosuke butterfly weapon, which I assume is dual wield. Sweet. I've been using this weapon for a while, which is called a single-rigged weapon, which means it's built into your arm. Generally, the heavier weapons are that. These are just your straight one-handed weapons. They usually attack faster, and as it turns out, there is a twin-rigged weapon, which is a dual wield. Which doesn't do a lot of damage. And doesn't scale well with weapon proficiency either. I currently have weapon proficiency in single-rigged, so I'll try it just for fun. In terms of the implants, some of them you can just put in the field, and some of them you have to hardwire in at a station. So I could hot swap this one. And see, what did I just get? Let's see. I got Actually, can't remember what I got. I think it was the the Medi Voltiac injector. Yeah. So you can use energy to restore health. That seems very useful, but I can't apply it yet. If there is a ranged weapon, I haven't seen it, but I'm not very far in the game yet. Like, that's the first dual-wield weapon I got. Pretty much all of the weapons, either you have to build them, if you find a suitable schematic for it, or you have to cut them from an enemy. So, if you see an enemy using a cool weapon that you want, try and cut it off. And try not to destroy it. Well, I can't imagine this is going to do a lot of damage, but I'm interested to see what kind of attack pattern it can do, so...
No connection to Creonet at this time.
Oh, wow. Did I just jump off a wall? Because that's cool as fuck. Alright, let me get some energy back. But yeah, you can slide in and then combo off of that. And we'll take its head off. Nice. Yeah, I've got plenty of those before, but if... You can also take the same part over and over again if you know that it can be salvaged for something you need. So if I keep getting the wrecked Link's head, it's like, I already have that, but I also know that's going to give me a part for the Mark II version that I might be able to get later. Yeah. I wouldn't use... I don't think I'm going to use this weapon, because, again, it's not very powerful, and I've already upgraded this one, and this one hits a lot harder. I got the parts for the Rhino gear, which I'm going to build when I get back to the base. Looks like we've powered up this area. I mean, I like the combat. Like, it's very stylized. This is the same company that brought you Lords of the Fallen, and the combat feels way better than that. Lords of the Fallen combat felt really mushy. It was like everything was slow for the sake of being slow, instead of seeming like it had genuine weight that was justified. In this case, you're wielding giant rig-based weapons, and the moves that you can actually do, they almost seem improvised. Like you're hitting them with industrial tools and shit that you found lying around. And there's a lot of different kill animations. They do get slightly repetitive, certainly, but I like that they serve a purpose. You know, that they're finishers for a reason. They're deliberately designed to slice off body parts. Alright, now, I've been here before. It's interesting that I got here this way, because the last time I went here, I came a completely different way. The game has a ton of shortcuts. Let's see if it lets me through this time. It does not. So, the guy that was locked in here is probably the solution to this problem. The question is, can I get him out of his room without dying? You know, I might cut that arm off again, because he's using the same weapon I have, and that might give me components to upgrade it. I think they've learned a lot from Lords of the Fallen. Like, this game is already a much, much better game. Combat feels way better. They have taken their own ideas on certain aspects, and also, of course, it's not a generic fantasy world, which Lords of the Fallen really, really was. Like, there was really not a lot to distinguish it from, like, any game. Whereas this is a sci-fi setting, and you don't do these kind of games in sci-fi settings. So that, even in itself, is interesting. So, I enjoy that. So far, like, there's been bits of Lords, a lot of audio logs. The game definitely holds your hand a little bit more with the story. Like, there is a, you know, the start of the game is very scripted. So, if you're looking for Dark Souls, it's not Dark Souls in that respect, no. Much more directed, it has a genuine tutorial. It's not going to leave stuff open for you to just find or not find or read a wiki on. There are invincibility frames. You just saw me hit one right there. Looks like... I'm hoping this... No! He has a giant hammer, and I want it. Alright. We're gonna try and cut it off, then. I think he's wielding it with both arms, so I think we can hit either of them. Just don't get hit by it. Because if we... Oh, God! I was going for the cut, and he just caught me on the backswing. The same as Dark Souls, by the way, your tech scrap gets dropped. It's actually on a timer. So if you don't get back in time, it disappears, but every time you kill an enemy, it adds like 10 seconds to your time, so... You can also pick up scrap piles pretty much just like consumable souls. So I can consume all of these, get a bit of tech. Maybe I can assemble gear with it. let's see. What does a Rhino arm gear need? I can build it. Yeah, because I am missing a piece of arm gear. And that adds a lot of impact to my attack. I don't know if it's not really a class choice at the start of the game. You get to choose between Lynx operator and Rhino operator, which gives you this little gear voucher. And it just says, hey, you get 2 pieces of that gear. But you can easily acquire the other within, like, the first 20 minutes of the game because most of the enemies, the starting enemies, wear Lynx. It's only now that I'm starting to get Rhino parts, though, so I'm kind of glad I started with that. Alright, so I have 2 pieces of Rhino now. And then, of course, they can be upgraded by 4 different marks as well. But I don't have the stuff for that. Unfortunately, I only have 1 leg. So I don't have a full set yet. I don't even have a Rhino head. I wanted the Rhino head, but I haven't found an enemy that has it yet. Alright. You can bank. You can bank, but you've got to go back to this area. So if you go to Medbay, you can bank tech strap like that.
Please remember, safety at work is our highest priority.
There's no map, but you do have that nice little indicator of where things are, kind of. So, the hope is... Camera went a bit wonky there. I hope you're taking significant damage. Like I said, the enemies hit you hard. They aren't messing around. You may be able to overpower them later with gear, but... I haven't seen a boss. I saw a boss in a scripted event that kind of flew overhead, so I'm obviously going to have to fight that later, but... Yeah, I went this way, didn't I? So, let's follow the path we went. You'll notice the timer over there, and obviously... Oh, God! A bit of an indicator as to where it is. Ow! Come on, quit being shit! This is my own fault now, I'm just not paying attention. Oh, come on! Now I'm just being bad at it. Oh my God! Well, that was me being stupid.
Come back anytime.
Well, I guess I lost that. I didn't lose too much, so it's not that worrying, but... I should just be fighting these things better than I currently am. I don't know if I should be using block more, because I've got a Rhino frame, which has a lot of stability, so I'm going to assume that's probably quite good at that. Instead of trying to dodge. That's block, by the way. You can see it drains stamina as you do it. I don't know if there are ranged weapons. I haven't encountered one. Enemies can attack at range. I haven't found one for myself yet. It wouldn't surprise me if the game does not have that. It doesn't seem like it's geared towards that idea. Alright, let's not fuck it up this time. Its right arm is its weak spot. Let's try and cut it off. Again, you can just stagger an enemy to avoid a lot of these attacks. Sliding in is pretty effective as long as you have the stamina for it. And of course, the leaping jump attacks can be effective if you don't fuck them up like that! Not all enemies have weak spots. These little drones don't, because they're too small. What's interesting about the lock-on system as well is that locking onto a limb doesn't guarantee you'll hit it. It is still hitbox-based, so if your weapon doesn't make contact with that limb because of the hitbox of the swing, you won't hit it. You can't just spam away. You have strong and weak attacks, and the attacks are horizontal and vertical. So, let's say you took a horizontal swing that ended up being quite low, and you were aiming for the head. It probably didn't hit the head. Probably just hit him in the body. Healing is done with the equivalent of Estus. You can see there, currently I have 3. You can upgrade those. I have something I did forget to install when I went back was the implant, which let me use energy for heals, which I have a feeling is going to be very useful. Well, so much for the attempt to exploit that. What I just really love is the way that they've stylized the combat to make sense for somebody that's wearing an exosuit. It's taking advantage of and taking in context the parts that you're wearing. It's like, yeah, you can be a kind of cyborg ninja, but you'll do it in a way that would make sense for someone who's wearing basically power armor. You'd be using servos and pneumatics to launch you into the air. And it just feels like it's got logical weight behind it, whereas Lords of the Fallen really didn't. It felt like it had weight for weight's sake. Like, every weapon felt like... What the fuck was that? Little ballet. It felt like every weapon, they just added excess delay because apparently that's how they understood Souls as a product that worked. It was not true. Especially not in the later games. There are plenty of weapons where that is not the case. But Souls thought that every weapon had to be that. And we won't mention just how oversized a lot of those weapons were as well. And I don't mind that. You know, they took the Blizzard approach of giant pauldrons, which is not a bad aesthetic approach, but when you end up looking so much like everything else... Uh-oh. Uh-oh, oh dear. Fuck! Well, we found the boss! This is probably not... Oh. Okay, alright, I'll take it. Jesus Christ! No, no, move! Damn it, I burned too much stamina, it's my fault. Alright, I'm hitting its leg right now. Oh my god, okay. That's, unpleasant. Ah! I barely scratched it. Missiles! Missiles! Well, it's got a boss, guys. I got fucked. Wow. Alright then. Let's look at that implant that I got earlier. I'd love to be able to power up to 25, but I'm not there. I'll have to replace something. Let's see, what do I not need? A medical audit I can do without, I think. That's health bars for enemies, I don't have to have that. The orange bar, probably an armor bar. If anything else, if everything else is consistent within the game, orange means armored. So I imagine you have to break through the armor first to do damage. Got so fucked. Okay, yeah, so the Medi-Voltiac injector looks like that's gonna be energy consumption for health, which seems extremely useful. But I need a bunch of core power. You can see the more mods you have, the more core power it uses, so we need to remove something. Currently we have the mechanized counterweight, which I'm using to do extra crush damage. That actually doesn't take any power. Vital boost would be nice. Oh, that's mean. That is really mean. So in our current state, I would have to take away my vital boost to be able to afford you bastards. Well, you know, I don't think plus 15 health is going to matter in a boss that hits me for 60. So we're going to swap it for that. And once I've got enough core power consumption, so once I got a bunch of tech scrap, come back here and upgrade, I'll be able to unlock another slot and reinstall the extra health boost. So I have the equivalent of Estus now and an ability. You can see C to cycle injectables. So I can... Oh, I had another injectable? I had no idea I had that. Mechanized counterweight is an injectable? Well, that explains a lot. I had no idea that was a buff. There was no character customization in this game. No, that does not exist. The only thing you can do at the start is pick between Rhino and Lynx, and that gives you a voucher to get a couple of pieces of gear, and that's it. That's it. Like, the character is a pretty fine dude who starts the game in a wheelchair, which is actually really cool because it doesn't unveil that initially. As you go through the sort of Half-Life style tram ride, you don't notice he's in a wheelchair until he finally starts moving. It's like, that's actually a real surprise. Like, whoa. It's really cool. All right. Okay, so mechanized counterweight is an injector. I guess it's just on a cooldown, maybe? Oh, it's an energy-based injector. Right. Well, okay, good to know. So I can boost my damage. I had no idea I could do that. All right, well. And I've got a little bit of scrap, and that's about it. I didn't bank much, so let's try that again, then. And this time around, we do have a way to heal beyond just our Estus. Let's try and get back there without fucking up. I think that's the quickest way to get there, although I could be wrong. Let's just not lose health to these things. Like, you're already burning an Estus by the time you get there. And it's just silly, you know, these guys only have one kind of attack. It's not like they're unpredictable. And you can kill them with a 3-hit combo. You just go do it properly. You don't have to use lock-on, by the way. I am not sure if you need lock-on to sever limbs. I haven't tried not doing that. Like, as I said, it is hitbox-based so, and not just determined on lock-on. So in theory, you can hit a weak point without using lock-on. It would just be a lot more difficult. And you can just run past the enemies, that is true. But I do need that scrap. And killing enemies is a good way to get it. Good solid combo. Let's get out of there because he's going to swing at us. Just dodge behind there because there's a ranged enemy. And then we can just... Well, or not. He jumps and just misses completely. Knock him over. Ow. Okay, so how do you switch between that? There we go. So... Okay, so that's how much energy it takes, and it gives you about a bar of health. That's not bad. It doesn't seem like it's on a cooldown either, it's just energy-based. Oh, ow, ow, ow. What the hell just happened to the frame rate? I had my frame rate drop unexpectedly out of nowhere. Now it's gonna hit me! Ah. Well, that was shit. Or more accurately, I am shit. Come on, stop sucking. Yeah, the nice big overhead punch does a good amount of damage. Although I was about to, yeah, I was about to do a ranged attack, so I was going to try and just line aside it. I just kind of slid under it. Sliding is neat. Sliding into combat is pretty cool. Although it does burn more energy than you initially see. It's like, oh, okay. I've slid in and now I can't do anything. So there's a guy at the top. Definitely a lot of getting good going on in this game. As to why the enemies respawn, there is no explanation of that at all. None. They just do. And choppy choppy. I'm just surprised by the number of animations there are, especially they're weapon dependent too, so they've done a lot of different kill animations, which is pleasant, you know, because those can get really boring after a while. Options menu was great. Look at all this shit. Really good. Lot of UI customization. You can even turn off a lot of this special effect shit. You see? The fact that they let you do that is great. Most games don't. So you can activate it just under certain conditions. You can turn it off completely. So you don't have to have any of those camera effects. Combat hit slowdowns, you can also turn off if you don't like them. Which is like, that's mind-blowing to me, because the vast majority of games, they're like, no, these slowdowns are here because it makes the combat feel better. And we're gonna stick with it, and you don't have a fucking choice. The fact that they let you do that is great. No field of view, no. It is a third-person game, it's not common. I would say the camera does get a little close at times. It would be nice if you could pull it out a little more than it is. And as we saw on the boss in particular, the camera did not work that well. The game also runs beautifully. Like, 144 frames. That drop was the only drop I've had in the last 3 hours of play. Everything's fully rebindable, and like I said, it works really well, the mouse and keyboard. Like, the limb targeting system with the mouse wheel is really good. I imagine that is probably much better than the system with a controller. While I would never play Souls with it, I would play this with it. And even the movement, like the 8-directional movement, they've animated it in such a way that it makes sense. Like, does this look like I'm on a keyboard? It really doesn't. Like, the way they've animated it means that you're very organically turning rather than abruptly doing so in 8 preset directions. Anyway, I should stop talking because I've got to go get my scrap back. Not that it matters because it's in the boss area, but... Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck. Let's get our damage boost. I want to see how good this is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that works. As he takes a bunch of damage and... Yeah, this medical injector's a big deal, and I'm glad that I have it. Ow! Yeah, not having that, I think, was a big problem, and now that I have it, this is hopefully going to make the game quite a bit easier. And there you go. There we go. Like, of all the Souls-likes that I've ever Souls-liked, this is pretty damn competent. Well, shit's about to go down, as we are aware. Wait, isn't my scrap's within 50 meters? This is no... Oh, so this area is... Oh, it's a gate. It's a fog gate. Okay. Alright then, we have half HP. Let's make sure our health and... I do wish you didn't have to do this. Like, I would think being able to bind 2 injectables would be good. I wonder if you can do that, actually. Having to switch between those seems really annoying. Oh, apparently you can get drones as well. I haven't got one of those. I guess that's probably where the range attack comes in. Look at how well this is described. Look at it. They have text for things to tell you what it does. This is great. Why don't more games do that? Okay. I guess here we go. But yeah, I don't like the fact that you can't switch between those injectables. Having just 2 would be great. Like, you've got your Estus and your kind of other heal. I'm not massively keen on that. And obviously you've got this buff as well, so I already have 3 injectables, which makes the process awkward. I mean, surely I've got number keys. Surely I should be able to access it that way. All right. In we go. Fuck! It's gonna stop! I am astonishingly shit. Holy fuck, what is wrong with me? That was awful. Don't fight it in the corner. That is unpleasant. Yeah, little bastard, every time. With the amount of scrap you get from these, I actually don't think it's worth fighting them. I don't mind fighting the big dudes, because you can get a good amount of scrap and components from them, but these are just a waste of time. So I think those we actually just run past. Also, you're wasting pretty precious consumables. So let's see how many of them we can just leave. Like I said, don't want to find the big dudes. There's a big dude up here that you kind of have to fight. That's okay. Under the swing. Down he goes. I don't see any reason to fight the little drones, though. There's no phantom summoning, no. No multiplayer. Camera handling seems okay. Mostly. Yeah, so actually getting back here is really quite easy, as long as you just don't bother with that first room of drones. He says as he loses half his health to a fucking drone. Like I say, this feels really comfortable with mouse and keyboard, which I did not expect. Okay, here we go. Yep, fucking... Really? Come on. Just, no, don't take that health. What? You fucking wanker. Alright, you bastard. So I can only target the legs right now. It looks like Huh. That bar's going up, not down. Strange. What does that mean? Alright, missiles incoming. Is it a phase indicator? Oh, bloody hell. Alright, that hurt. Oh, God. It hit me twice. Ah! Fuck your giant swords. Ah! Ow! I'm not even scratching it.
Rehabilitation implemented.
I didn't even scratch it. I think it's the you pissed it off meter. I genuinely think it is. You probably have to hit it to get it to a certain phase, and then maybe it's vulnerable. I said I'd love to have the scrap to do some upgrades to help, but I don't have it right now. Got it. If I can bait this guy around the corner and fight him without having to fight the drones, I'm okay with that. Because, like I said, that's several hundred scrap and parts. He says as he dives into an acid pit. No, he's gonna swing. Come on. Ah, he caught me on the backswing again. I'm just really bad at learning patterns. I don't know if you've noticed that. It's not a strength of mine. I don't even know how I finished Demon's Souls. I don't... Considering how bad I am at these games, I just don't know. Oh, God Hand, more to the point. Jesus, I know that took me like a week to be the final boss. Also, of course, one other thing is if you're burning a lot of energy on heals, you're not getting as much scrap because you're not severing parts. You don't have the energy to do a finisher. You can quite clearly see in the middle of the bar there, that little red indicator is how much energy you need to be able to pull off a finisher. Is there an inventory limit? Not that I know of. Doesn't seem like it. Inventory is also really well organized. I said, the only problem I've got is that the way that those injectables work. I would like to see them on separate keys. Yeah, bastard. No! Have I been hit through walls? No. I don't recall that ever happening. On the plus side with these, since there's no real severing going on, you can at least use your medical injectable and not take too much damage. I probably should just be blocking more. I have heavy armor, I can do that. I wonder how much I can block the boss. Like, how good is... I have a lot of Rhino gear. Do I have the stability just to literally block the attacks? Alright, full HP. 3 Estus. Let's go. And, you know, let's actually pick up the soul this time. Okay, you bastard. Alright, I'm gonna try and block and see... I was slow. That didn't go well.
Unauthorized personnel in the vicinity.
I think there might be a weakness in the back of it. You see those treads? Those tires? That might be a weakness. Ah! Alright. Do I get close during this? Because this is his missile phase, right? Oh, hang on, I knocked a bit off him. A bit of him just fell off. Alright, slide under it. Yes, here we are. Fuck this guy up. Alright, pop the extra damage. Okay, we did some damage. Great. This is an improvement. Alright, bring it, bring it. Don't bring it, actually, if you wouldn't mind. Like, the less of it the bring it. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God! Alright, we healed. Alright, we're out of Estus, so... I love how I just slid under that attack. That was pretty sick. Alright, I'm almost dead. He's stomping the fuck out of me. I'm not massively keen on the camera. I think even actually not locking on here is the way to go. Because really, you're not going to miss the legs. I actually think the lock-on is making this harder than it should. Because I can't see his arm swings. The hitboxes are good in this game. So I think actually let's not use the lock-on. And that will probably make this fight easier. But yeah, getting behind him, you notice I knocked off that piece of armor plating? Get behind him, hit him in the back of the leg until he falls down, and then beat the shit out of him. Alright. Fuck you, we have no interest in you. We're just gonna take the big dude. But yeah, like, why lock on, you know? Because you give up your camera control, and then you can't see his swords. And it actually even makes it harder to see his stomp, because you can't see the joint above your head. Someone's saying he fell down because one of his own rockets hit him? Really? I mean, you might be right. That's not something I'd considered. And if that's part of the strategy, then cool. Also, I really should not be walking into acid, because I'm stupid. But we're getting there, we're getting there. Apparently there's another shortcut to get to the boss quicker. Cool. I'll look for that. That was interesting. I knocked his weapon off, but I didn't get it. That actually might be a weapon I'm missing. Oh no, I have the vibro cutter. Yeah, it's like a chainsaw. You can see things like energy gain and the different stats. I'm hoping that some of the weapons maybe have some special effects later on, because there aren't that many stats associated with them, and it's always nice to have more nuance there. That is something that's much, much more simplified compared to Souls. Like, the stat system is a lot less complicated. It's very easy to see at a glance what things are doing. Although, I think what would be really nice is... Actually, no, you do see it. Yeah, you see your defense and your damage and everything from the screen. I was about to say, oh, is there one screen where it shows you everything? Obviously, in Souls, you got a ton of different stats and things to worry about. I think I like more complicated stat systems. I don't think that's a good thing, that it's more simple. I don't think it kills the game by any means, but I would have liked to have seen it be a little more complicated than it is. But it will be interesting to see, like, what this drone thing is all about, and whether or not the different rigs that you get later affect your playstyle in some meaningful way. You see that? I just stood on it! I actually jumped on top of the enemy. That was pretty cool. I actually launched myself kind of off the top of him. That was neat. I expected just to clip right through it. Yeah, there are damage types as well. I think most of them are pretty, like, obvious. Like, this is obviously a crushing weapon. You can see how annoying, like, the basic trash is designed to actually be difficult. I imagine once you get very good, obviously, you can kind of cut through it, but compared to some of the Soulsy trash that gets very, very easy early on, these enemies always seem like they're a constant threat to you. Alright, you fucker. We're gonna try something a little different this time. We're gonna take a bunch of damage. Well, this strategy is not working out so far. Get behind him. Okay, this does work. I just gotta not fuck it up. Shit. I spoke too soon. Yeah, that strategy does work, but the camera is still quite awkward to keep on him. I'd be interested to see where that other shortcut is. We'll explore the area kind of around there. Here's the thing, like, if I do that and just get a bunch of scrap and come back and get some upgrades, and this will make this a little easier. And maybe I could get a new weapon or something. So, yeah, this is another way to go. Like, this whole area is actually quite open. There's a lot of different pathways. I could go this way very easily if I wanted to. And we could just collect a few thousand scrap, go back to the op center, and upgrade our gear and power. And then we don't even have to choose between those implants. So maybe let's do that. Let's do a little bit of that first. We'll do the rounds. I think I'll go through this area, because it's full of enemies that I can get a 3 or 4 shot and actually get a decent amount of scrap. And I know there's a shortcut that takes me right back to ops from here. So let's do this. Let's grind a little bit. Let's say 3 shots and a finisher on these dudes usually works totally fine. And there aren't big, huge, nasty groups either. So Plus, I can go for cutting off the right arms and maybe get components to upgrade my weapon. I love how I just knocked him in the air, just brute force. I'm not much of a guy for Souls-like games, obviously, so I'm sure people like Varty and Epic Name Bro and everyone are going to have a lot of things to say about this, but so far, to me anyway, this is like the best game that has tried to be like Souls up to this point. And it's a shit ton better than Lords of the Fallen was. The setting helps a lot. Trying to do a couple of different things with the combat helps a lot. Is the world as interesting? No, definitely not. If you're a lore hound, I don't think this game is going to interest you that much. Although the story is a bit more directed. Like, you actually, there is a conversation system. You can talk to people, although it's very rare that you'll find one. Usually through communicators. You can see, you see here, this is a overcharge station. Once I get 55 power, I'll be able to overcharge. This is probably going to open up a completely different part of the level. So there are reasons to come back, but I don't have 55 power yet. You see, this is a shortcut that I opened, and obviously the signs on the wall say, hey, this takes you back to Ops. I'm glad that they just signpost it, you know? They didn't give you a minimap or breadcrumbs, but they said, yeah, we will tell you where you're going. We're not going to hide that from you. To me, this has got more of the kind of things that I like about Souls, with some of the things that I find frustrating about Souls taken out. And that, to me, is a good thing. To Souls fans, it probably isn't, but there's nothing wrong with making a... Okay, so I blocked that and took a ton of damage anyway, so evidently block is not as effective as I had hoped. I think there's definitely room in the market for finding some aspects that people enjoy and then taking away aspects that they don't. That's actually a good thing. Good consumer choice. Not everything has to be done exactly the way that Souls is done. Does it mean that the game ends up being better than Souls? Well, no, but it can appeal to people that maybe bounced off Souls, and I was actually one of those people. I bounced off Dark Souls. I just didn't have the patience for it. But I liked the idea of the combat. I love the idea of Souls combat. To me, this is like more of that, but with some of the things that I didn't like taken away. Lords of the Fallen's problem was not that it was super buggy. It has performance issues, which this game does not, by the way, which I'm very happy about. This game runs like butter compared to it. No, the main problem with Souls wasn't that. It was just the kind of combat they were asking you to do. They didn't understand, I think, what made Souls combat. So they just slowed everything down. They're like, well, everything's going to be super slow and you've got to really commit to an attack. And it's like, yeah, that was part of it, but that's not all of it. And not all weapons were like that. Not all combat styles were like that either. Plus, of course, you know, Souls has a wide variety of combat styles, particularly with ranged weapons and magic. Obviously, this game seems to have magic in the form of drones, but I don't think it has ranged combat. Bit of a shame. Ah, I'm just under what I need for the injectable. That's a shame. But I can go down here and farm a ton of stuff, and I actually think there might be something I need to open down here as well. So... Oh yeah, and the guy with the big hammer's here. Yeah, I wanted that. Let's get his hammer. Okay, let's just either of the arms will probably work, I would think. I'm gonna just bring him around the corner so I'm not fighting the drone as well. It's actually an up and down block. Oh, is there? Oh, fuck. I'm locked onto the damn drone. Oh, the drone. I reset him and didn't reset the drone. Okay. I was like, what the hell's going on with the camera here? You know what'd be nice, actually, is if the lock-on decayed quicker than that. Like, that locked on very far away, and that isn't actually good. Oh, you EMP'd me anyway, you bastard. But you see I'm getting a lot of scrap here, so as long as I don't die, I can take this scrap back, and I can do some upgrades, which will make the boss fight a bit easier. Alright, guy, where the fuck did you go with my hammer? I want my hammer. Give it to me. Let's take this guy out first. Again, I'll go for his right arm. Oh, hello. Stop. Hammer time. Okay. Right arm. Right arm. Yep. All right. Okay, let's get out of his way. He's probably doing his big swingy thing. All right, jump attack, jump attack. And I missed completely. And took a huge amount of damage as a result. That is not good. All right, yeah, he just does like 2 swings. All right, sever him, sever him. Did we get his hammer? We did? Yes. The Endless Titan. We also got wrecked arm gear for the Rhino, so we can upgrade that. All right, so we have his giant fuck off. Oh, these are called heavy duty weapons. Right. So I thought single rigged were maybe the heaviest, but apparently not. This is heavier. The problem is I've upgraded my Spectre Bite, but if I can now go back, I can take this thing and slap some more bits on it and make it better. Look at the size of it. So that's your big basic attack. That's your giant overhead attack. Combo. You can do about 3 or... You can actually do a 4 swing combo with this without burning through all your energy. Alright. I actually have I still have 1 Estus. I should keep going. I'm gonna try it out. It's... Again, the problem with the upgrading, I guess, is that you get a new weapon and you probably don't want to use it because it's probably not as good as your Mark II other weapon. So, it's like, oh, it's the excitement of getting a new weapon, I guess, is minimized by that. You can very clearly see it's not better because of the nature of how the weapons work, so that is a bit of a shame. I'm hoping the upgrades also get a bit more interesting than just stats. I hate boring upgrade systems. I don't know if you noticed that. It's a pet peeve of mine. I'm pretty sure you have noticed it by now. I don't exactly stay silent on that subject. And a sever. It's like, how far do I keep going? I'll probably hit a shortcut at some point down here, and I am encountering new things that I haven't seen. So, going down this direction is helping. I'm just gonna have to be a bit careful. No Estus left, but I do have the energy injector. And it's not like these guys are doing things that I am not used to. It's just this area that's dark. And actually, I had my gear lights off, so now you should be not quite so blinded. Nice big hit in the head. I don't mind losing that scrap. I've already gained like 4 times that through this run, so... Like I said, we're farming right now. We're grinding to get better gear, so we'll have a better chance to get that boss. Slide. Or not. Oh, you bastard. You were hiding around the corner. I hate these drones so very, very much. So very, very much. They don't even give you a good amount of scrap. You'll notice, by the way, the scrap keeps going up the further you go, I think. And the faster you kill, you get a scrap modifier. So I'm getting ×8. So I'm getting times 1.8. So that's a huge amount. So this is the security area that I ran into earlier. And if I recall correctly, there's a way back this way. So we can go this way, and that'll take us back to Ops. And then we can upgrade. We can upgrade that hammer, maybe, if we have the components. We can upgrade our gear to increase our damage. And more importantly, we can get power rigging so we can equip more implants. Nice big hit in the head. Like I said, again, the weak points are good if you just want to clear them out of the way, but if you want to sever, sometimes you don't necessarily want to kill them that fast. And I imagine there are probably weapons that are better at it. Hell, you know, using a weaker weapon is a great way to guarantee more severs. I'm gonna sever this guy at the body. Because I do need body rigging upgrades. I don't have those yet. I only just got a body rig. Okay, which way did we go? Also, this is starting to get a little bit dangerous. I'm slightly worried. Oh, it's big slicey dude is down there. I think that was the way out, though. Okay, let's not be shitty about this. Build up some energy, pop a heal. Probably just go straight for his head with, like, a big overhead attack. Alright, here we go. Let's stun him. Dodge out of the way of his rush. Slide under him, and there we go. Nice. Ooh, he earns you a lot of scrap. Even if you don't sever that weapon off. I mean, I already have that weapon. Okay, I thought this was the way out. I was obviously mistaken. Okay, let's go back. Yeah, I don't want to go into the boss area, obviously, but it'll probably fog gate me and tell me if that's going to happen. And this area is locked down too. I wonder what unlocks that. I'm just trying to remember which way I went. Does this pop me right back up here? Is there another way out? Oh, it's not choppy. It's very smooth. If you're having chop, it's on your end with the stream. We've checked the frame rates, and the stream is running completely smoothly, so... No, there's nothing choppy about it. There's nothing feels choppy. It's very, very smooth gameplay, actually. Impressively so. It's like, imagine running Dark Souls at 144 frames per second. Imagine how awesome that would be. Oh, that's the boss area. Can I get out once I get in? I'm gonna... Oh, there's another way. Okay. And also, if you note that green sign on the wall, I think that is the way back to Ops, by the looks of it. Not really concerned about severing anything right now. I'm concerned about getting... Hello. What's this? Oh, well, that door was opened anyway, so... I think this is a way back. Yeah, we're just going for fast kills at this point. You see, did you see the hitbox work there, by the way? You see, I aimed for the head, but since I slid in and did a low horizontal swing, I didn't hit it. Yeah, the hitboxes in this game seem accurate. Which is very important. That's another really important point of Souls-like combat. Cool. High-tech scrap. That's worth like 900. We're also getting weapon proficiency here as well, so... Obviously that is very useful. And we're doing okay, just on the back of the injector. I don't think there's any way to get Estus outside of that. I think we're heading back to Ops here. I do recognize this area. Hello. Looks like he recognizes me. Oh! I ate that like an idiot. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. No. None of that shit. Come on. Come on, I've got the energy to pop this. There we go. It's just you can't pop it while you're in the mid-swing. Consumables disable while you're in the middle of an attack, so if you overclick, you will end up being locked out. Okay, I think this will take me back. Yeah, this is the main assembly line. That's the boss area. We just bypass that entirely and go back. And I think I'm just gonna avoid fighting now, actually. If I can, but we've got to fight that dude. Okay, alright. Because I'm really close to dying. A couple of hits and I'd lose everything. To be fair, since I'm very close to Ops, I can just come and get it back, but I'd really prefer if I didn't have to. Like I said, I think there is a shortcut here. Oh my god! Should have seen that coming. I think there's a shortcut here to... and I can just come back and get that tech scrap. Well, that really sucked, didn't it? While we're here, let's have a look at what is required for the upgrade of the hammer to actually make it useful. Oh, just tech scrap and tungsten metal. That would take it... Wouldn't take it up to the level of that because I have, like, a huge amount of... Actually, yeah, I have a lot of proficiency in this. You do get a lot of energy gain. And obviously it's got a big wide swing. But it's like I'd have to practice with it. That's another thing about... I don't know about weapon proficiency. Like, I get the idea of specializing, but doesn't that limit what you can then do? I mean, if I got another single-rigged weapon, I could just use that and immediately I'd be better at it. But if I want to switch out, I have to kind of grind away to do it. Yeah, got a bit greedy. That's okay. It's not too bad. How many tech scrap piles did I get? Can I get some upgrades now? Possibly. Oh, quite a lot. 200, 600, 900. Yeah, let's get power rigging, maybe. And yeah, like I said, there's about 5,000 scrap out there that I can just go and get, so... Assuming that it's in an area that I can access, and that I wasn't almost at an unlockable shortcut, Because if I was, I'm fucked. I'll have to do that whole route again. Okay, 2,300. So we can think about either power or gear upgrades. We still don't have a right leg either, which is obviously not helping. Oh, that also consumes power. So armor consumes your power as well. I mean, I guess that makes logical sense, but I just hadn't even considered it. So this is Mark 1 gear, this is Mark 2. You'll notice the significant difference there. Basically, it's gear quality level. And you'll see that you need tech scrap and one specific part, which in this case is a force regulator Mark 2. I have obviously not killed a single enemy which has that yet, so I'm still kind of dealing with that. And I'd love to take that to tech level 2, but I need the tungsten alloy to do it, which is again Mark 2, and I don't have it. Alright, let's rig. Rig is a better idea. I did pick up a bunch of different implants in that, so... Alright, that got me 1. So I'm up to 22 now. Let's look at those implants and see maybe if I got something better. I think medical order isn't really required. If I can easily slot that out. Oh, by the way, there's the most annoying mod in the game. I don't know if this is a pre-order bonus or not that they just gave to the press, but there's something called the proximity sensor, which sounds really useful, right? It tells you where secrets are. It is the most annoying beeping shit you have ever heard in your life. To the point where I turned it off within 2 minutes. I didn't care about the secrets at that point. I don't care about getting items. I care about my hearing. It's the worst. Just awful. Right. Anyway, let's look at this. So we actually got 2 vital boosts. You can destroy them. I wonder if you can destroy them for scrap. I don't think there's a way to combine them, but it would be nice to have 2 of these so I could eventually do it. Plasmic regenerator. Ooh, health regen over time. And it only consumes 2 power. Versus the Medi Voltiat, which consumes 4. Ooh. I wonder what the threshold is for using it. So it's 3 per second over 30 seconds. So that's 90 health. That's a lot. That's slightly more than an Estus. You also got Blue X cables here. Ooh, that reduces overall energy cost for finishing moves. That's good. That means you're getting a lot more stuff. Sustaining array is something I'm running. Slow energy decay is good. Vanadium cell, that would just give me flat out more energy. I think we swap out the meter for that. I think that's just flat out good. More energy is never going to be a bad thing. That's a hardwired, it's not an injectable, so I get +6. What's it do is like, it's 4 to 12. I wonder what that scales with. Maybe it's your rig. So you can see here, this is the rig I currently have. Obviously, you can get different rigs. I imagine maybe it scales with that, or maybe with, actually, possibly with core power, I think, is what it scales with. Alright, well, I have extra energy and the sustaining array. And I'm thinking, actually, let's have a look. Yeah, I can, no, I can't afford it. I'm 1 short. I'm gonna scrap that add-on and see what happens. If it gives me tech scrap, maybe I can get another level of power, which would let me equip that heal over time injector. The scrap doesn't decay while you're in menus. Don't have to worry about that. Menus count as pausing. Yeah, it scales with core power. That's true. Okay, let's try. Keep an eye on that tech scrap. Ooh, that was a lot. Cool. Can't quite afford it. Maybe I should scrap something else. Yeah, let's scrap a mod we don't need. Let's scrap... Let's destroy that fucking proximity sensor. Oh, it's worth 2,000 scrap? Sick. It's annoying, and now I can spend it on something else. Everyone's a winner. I think we get rid of that mechanized counterweight. I just don't use it enough. And we swap it for something that's good. In this case, the plasmic regenerator. There we go. And if we get 2 more power, that's another slot. That means we can get that reduced finisher thing. Yeah, it is a little bit like Nier, isn't it? Like, just get rid of the useless shit. And like I said, I took the implant away for the health bars, because who really cares, right? I think boss health bars are just there anyway. And I know how much it takes to kill those other dudes, so. Nice. Okay. I'm feeling a bit better about my chances now. Having all those extra heals is going to help. And we still have the tech scrap to upgrade that if we want. I'm just looking at this other stuff and seeing if I can upgrade any of it. No. It's all Mark 1. To upgrade it to Mark 2 is tricky. Apparently, I guess this is Mark 0. I still don't know about using it because the proficiency is such a big deal. It scales... No, you can see there's a proficiency scaling thing, which is interesting. I assume that's due to gear quality, because all of the stuff I've got scales very... Huh. I wonder if that is on purpose as well, so that you don't feel like you have to grind up a particular weapon as much early in the game, and that gives you a choice before you commit. That's probably why it scales that way. Alright, let's upgrade the thing. Alright, so hammer's a bit better now. I'm still not keen on the damage it does compared to this, but if with a bit of practice, it will scale up and we can use it. And yeah, get a little bit of practice on the way back with it and see if it's a good weapon. Plus, I mean, look at the fucking thing. I mean, Jesus, why would you not want that? All right, so consumables-wise, I have 3 different kinds of heals, which might be a few too many, but... All right, we need to get that scrap back. And we need to find the best way to get there. Because I actually don't know what that way that is, so... This actually gains energy really quick. And bear in mind, I do now have that implant to boost my energy, so... As long as I'm killing, that bar's not really going to go down, so... Oh! That's crushing. 1 big overhead swing, and that gives you enough energy for a kill on those guys? Okay, I'm now seeing the point of this weapon. You can slide in and follow up with it, too, which on an unarmored head is probably going to stagger them. Okay, I'm on board with this big fucking hammer now. I'm also scaling up quite fast with it, so... It seems to even do a good damage to armored heads, probably because it's a big crushing weapon. I guess armor doesn't matter so much against something like that. Look at all this energy I've got now. I'm actually killing stuff too fast. I have the energy for a finisher, but stuff is dying so quickly, I'm not getting it. Okay. Good, good. All right, we're close to it. You see, it was on that balcony. I think I can get up there. Nope, none of that for you, mate. But yeah, if you're hitting arms and stuff, it's maybe not that effective. There we go, just fucking golf it. I do love the fact that every weapon has such a big set of kill animations. That's really something. Like I said, combat just really does feel good. And I'm super surprised. It's like, unless you're Souls, you can't do this combat well. I think in this case, they have learned a lot. I love watching devs learn. Like, it is very satisfying to me to see, like, they'll come back and just do better. It's so cool. I always root for developers. I don't ever root against the dev. Even the bad ones, I always want to see them get better. It's like, hey, you have a terrible business practice and you're a bunch of dicks. Yeah, but what if you weren't, though? What an exciting possibility. My scrap is overhead and I want it. Okay, I think I'm in love with this hammer. This is far better than I expected it to be. All right, my stuff is up there. How the fuck do I get up there? And please don't tell me I have to go through the whole thing. Yeah, you can see there's a fucking shortcut right there. That's the shortcut that I would have reached. I'm gonna have to do the whole run, I think. I don't think there's another way up. If I keep killing, I shouldn't lose it. But hey, I've got this giant hammer now. Surely I can do it better. There's an elevator outside of Ops. Alright. I guess someone's maybe been watching another stream and has noticed that. Okay, I'll go check. I haven't seen that elevator, but I'll go look. Maybe I am missing something crucial here. There is, it's right there, but I don't think it takes you anywhere. Like, I've been up there and I thought it was just an item. Like, pretty sure that's all it is. But I could be wrong. I'll check it. Maybe I missed something. Or maybe something unlocked since, but... Yeah, it refreshes with kills. Thank fuck. Yeah, you see, there is this lift, but I don't think it takes you where you need to go. Like, it took me up here and there was an item, and then if you go around this corner, there's nothing. Like, you can't go this way. It's obstructed. So, no, it's not the way to get there. And you can't jump that either, I've tried. Which is a bit odd, because there's an item right behind there, but I think you have to get there a different way. Okay, we'll have to just try, and we'll just go through the route we went previously. I don't think there's another way to get there. Unless it's this way, but... I guess we'll try going this way. Maybe there was something I missed, because there's access to the assembly line from this way instead. No, this just takes it back to where I was. Yeah, there is not. You have to hit that... You have to hit that shortcut. Now I'm not killing shit, which means that timer is starting to go down. That's not good. The wall isn't smashable. I've tried. Unless there's like an ability you need to do it. Okay, we're gonna have to go through the tunnels then, I think. And damned if I remember the way. I've tried jumping. Doesn't take you up there. You can't grab onto ledges in this game. Jumping is mostly for combat. Not for traversal. Nice, big hit. Hit them both. Clear them out. Yeah, I mean, with this weapon and this combat style, I don't think I'm gonna have much of a problem getting back to where I was. I just have to keep going the right way and not get lost in these tunnels. And of course, the advantage of that means that's another run's worth of scrap, and once I unlock that shortcut properly, we'll be in business. Nice big clubbing blow to the head. You can easily dip out, slide back in under their attacks, and just deliver a really nasty hit too. That works pretty well. And yeah, you've got invincibility frames during the finisher animations. Stuff, and more stuff. That's all good. That's all things we want. I think it was just this way, wasn't it? Because it wasn't this... This was where the drone and the dude with the hammer was, I think. I need to make sure I got my regenerator ready. Oh, is that on a... Oh! Right, that's actually another potion. Right. Okay, so you get like 3 of them. That's good. Having more potions is good. Better that than another energy-reliant thing that overlaps with another. You can see even if you don't target a body part, you can still do a finisher. It's just you're less likely to get the part, I think. Okay, this is starting to get a little bit easier. I'm hoping this hammer also works well with the boss. If it doesn't, well, that would suck, but it's certainly working well with this trash. I'm getting like 1 or 2 hit kills and a lot of finishes. The energy gain on it is very high. Fucking drone. Maybe not so good at killing drones. Genuinely is not as good at killing drones. Level 4, good. That's probably scaled my damage up to where my other weapon was by now. What does that star mean? I don't know, maybe it just... Is that... Oh, it just means it's what I've got equipped, okay. I'm intrigued to see what the other weapons are in these types, because we've only encountered... I've got 2 one-handed weapons. One's just the starter weapon that, like, you just don't use after the first 5 minutes of the game. It's just a pipe. But I haven't seen a second version of any of these weapons yet. yeah, this slide and smack him in the head strategy is working well. And I'm even getting more drops than I'd have even necessarily expected with it. You could also just swing around. That's probably the best way to do a finisher with it. Hit him in the head, they're gonna die pretty much immediately. Big guy was down here, right? He earned me quite a lot of scrap, if I recall correctly, so I might as well fight him. Also, I think he has rhino arm plates, which is parts that I need. So we'll try and kill his left arm. Yep. That's Mark II tungsten alloy. I have never seen a Mark II drop yet. Apparently, though, that guy has a Mark II. That's good. I need that. Okay, so we know that we can farm him for Mark II materials. Okay, yeah, let's not beat around the bush too much. Let's keep going. I think it's back up here, all the way through, and then eventually it'll take you up to the top. I just want to check. I think I've checked behind here before. You can literally just run through boxes because you're a fucking mech. Of course you can. Right under the swing. I love sliding. Sliding is great and genuinely useful. It's not just for style. It has a purpose. Lots of Mark I, which isn't that helpful, but... yeah, this is just a really good weapon. Holy fuck, you just murder people with it. That's the boss area. We do not go in there. We go up and around it. And we're going to go get that 5,000 scrap. And then we're going to go unlock that shortcut. And we're going to go hand it in. And we're going to get Boku upgrades. And then we're going to go back and teach the boss a lesson, yes? This is not actually the way. But there is a lift here, I think. Yes? I mean, it looks like one. No? What is that? Oh, that's up to the Maglev station, yes, which will not work until we've killed the boss. Okay, this is actually the wrong way? That looks like a shortcut, but it ain't. Ah, yes, I did miss something. It's up here. Yeah, there are bits of lore here and there. On the walls, there's quite a lot of graffiti. Obviously, something's gone horribly wrong. Like, this is kind of a... this is a very Tesla-like Elon Musk-esque company. Like, even the CEO that gives you the pitch at the start is very kind of Elon Musk kind of guy. Yeah, very much, we can save the world with technology. Obviously, something has gone pretty hideously wrong in that respect. There's some audio logs indicating that there were experiments and that some guys were unhappy about what was going on. That's about as far as I've got in the lore. Oh my god! This guy's a real... well, that wasn't the intention, but it's gonna get me back to where I need to be. That's unfortunate, because I think that was an unlockable shortcut, and now by sliding off it, I've just completely ruined the whole thing. But it's... okay, I only really wanted my stuff back. So... I guess it doesn't matter too much. All I wanted was the upgrades. I got my scrap. I got a lot of it.
Good to see you.
And that means we can power up, get what we need, and then go and fight that damn boss. We're gonna actually kill it now, he says. $14,000 scrap. A lot of fucking scrap. See the broken parts here that have the little bits. I don't think I've got enough Mark II for anything, but I'm going to check just in case. Again, I don't even know if that is a shortcut. Like, it may not be. I just assumed it was. Okay, let's have a look. So again, this is all crafting stuff. I have... the only thing I'm missing is another rhino leg, which I can build. have what I need for that, but I probably can't wear it because I don't have the power, but I'm about to get the power. So that's all good. Cool, Rhino leg gear. Let's look at upgrades. Yeah, Mark II is what's needed, and I don't have it. I really wish you could turn that music off. It's really annoying. Okay, power. Lots and lots of power. That is very good. That means more implant slots. And also, bear in mind, as we said, everything scales. I'm thinking the cables. Energy consumption. I mean, the only other thing I can have is the vital boost, which is also useful. I've got to kind of choose between the two, really, in terms of slots, because I think everything else that I have is essential. Maybe the sustaining array is not needed. It's certainly not needed for a boss fight. Yeah. If I have the energy consumption lower, the decay is not going to matter as much. So if I just put that in there and then put the health upgrade in, I think that's a pretty good suite. So I have the 2 consumables, the heal over time and the Estus. Then the energy-based mini heal. Plus energy, which again is boosted because my core power is higher. And all that good stuff, and some more health. So, I mean, this is about as good as I'm going to get before that encounter, because I'm not going to get Mark II gear before then. Alright. Okay, we might as well spend the rest on core power. No reason not to. That's just at least 3 more levels of it. It's all good stuff to have. That means that energy upgrade is now even better. And the health upgrade is as well. That's now 20. This is as strong as I'm getting.
Have a nice day, Warren.
Game sort of saves automatically. It's the same as, you know, like bonfires. Like, the op center is the bonfire, basically. I'm going to assume there's probably more than one op center. I think we're ready to go. I've got everything I can get. Oh, the leg. Yes, of course. Thanks for reminding me. I forgot about that completely. And getting that extra power does mean I can wear it. So I have a full set of gear now. So that's much less. It says stamina consumption plus. That's entirely possible. The Rhino is a heavy piece of gear. But look at the defense upgrade. That's significant. So I should take a lot less damage now. I would prefer Rhino head as well. The Lynx gives you more damage against armored anyway. But I've never seen a Rhino head. I've never seen any mob with a Rhino head. So I'm wearing Lynx body gear as well, which is not a deodorant. Because I've never seen a guy with a Rhino body either. So it doesn't give me a lot of stability, but it gives me minus stamina consumption. So it's like, it's not what I want, but it's better than nothing. And now, yeah, actually, I should bank that. Let's go bank that 1,000 scrap before we go. No point wasting it. Because I'm about to die a lot, but we are killing that boss. That is the objective. Bank it, bank it. Alright, let's fucking do it.
Be careful.
We have a big hammer, more health, a bunch of health potions, more armor, and more weapon proficiency. It all comes down now to not being shit. And that will be our Achilles heel. I still wonder if there is a quicker way than this, but this is fine. It's not too bad. It's just these little fucking drones that bother me. I mean, it's not like you can't get the energy to regen the health off them. It's just fucking annoying. Well, there's a great example of that. It's like, hey, lose a little bit of energy. Oh, for Christ's sake. They're so annoying! They can even shoot you out of the air! Even little drones, if they catch you off guard, can do so much damage to you. It really, really sucks. It's best to avoid them if you can. But once they get locked onto you, they do like to chase you. I don't know if I leapt at it and I just got knocked out of the sky by lasers. That's terrifying, but cool. Just ate that like an idiot. You know, this is not boding well for the boss with the amount of damage I'm taking here. Like, I'm taking damage from every single little thing that I encounter. I've suddenly forgotten how to play, and you expect me to beat the boss now. Yeah, alright. I'm sure that'll go swimmingly. Fuck this EMP bullshit! Ugh. And you are just a knob end. At least you generate enough energy to kind of spam the heal off these things. Yeah, before you got that mod, the game was a lot more annoying, let me put it that way. And I do have that mod at least, which is giving me my energy too, so it's making things a little easier. Okay, right, well, here we are. Now I start to play like an idiot again. We'll switch to Estus. Let's go. Get the... Okay, so yeah, standing there is not good. Get out of the fucking way. Alright. Let's try that again, shall we? Yes. Nice big clubbing attack to the back. Yes, there we go. Okay. So far, so good. Mistakes were made. Okay, I think he actually swings a lot more than I thought. Okay. Oh, for Christ's sake, come on. Oh, come on! Really? What the fuck? No! No, no, no. No, you can go fuck yourself. We're not having that. Oh, don't boot me in the face. Alright, we gotta slide. No! That's so fast. Oh, I'm out of heals already. Oh, come on, he knocked me out of the air! Oh, God, that was awful. Oh, man. I'm not convinced that this weapon is very good for this. It's great for everything else. But, oh my God, he murdered me.
Have a nice day.
Maybe I do need to go back to the single rigged weapon. Maybe this weapon, it just isn't as good for this. It actually doesn't have the reach, like, you'd think it would, but a lot of its attacks require you to stand still. Jesus, yeah, I need to time way better. I'm screwing up too much. Last time I was successful, I slid under the legs and attacked the back, and then dodged out of the way before he stomped me at the floor. That is something we need to do again. I'm not going to use the dual-wield weapon. It's unupgraded and I don't have any proficiency in it. That's a terrible idea. But the single-rigged weapon might be a good idea. Because I've upgraded it and I have that proficiency upgrade. So, the single-rigged will hit hard. It might even be better than this. I'm going to try the boss once more with the hammer, and if the hammer doesn't appear like it's going to work, I'll switch back to the single-rigged weapon. I am struggling with the camera on the boss, I will say that. I tried not locking onto it, and I'm having difficulty hitting it now. Alright, let's deal with these bastards. Oh no, I saw your EMP even if your animation didn't spawn. Don't start with me. I know what you're up to. If you look at it, the hammer's reach is actually not as big as it looks. See, Mostly because you're kind of swinging in a way where you're not getting the full reach of it. So I actually think that the other weapon might be better. I don't know if it maybe does extra damage as well, because they're different types of weapons. Okay, we're going back in there. Full HP, full everything. Let's try it again. The attacks, they do something. There's this, like, orange bar. We're not really... We haven't kind of figured out what it is yet. Come on. Well, I'm dumb. I mean, I just burned all my health jumping around like a fucking idiot.
Evaluating tactical options.
Yeah, you can see the swing is not as good as it looks. Oh, God. And I hate these switching. I switched to the wrong thing instead of the health potion. I am shit. I am shit. Yeah, I don't know about this. I think we're gonna use the other weapon for the boss. This is fine for trash, but I'm just not... It's not doing it. It might be... It's a bit slow. The reach isn't as good as it should be, so yeah. It's great for these guys when you can prep and slide in and get a big hit. Maybe I need to just slide in more and then slide out, because I'm kind of jumping at him, which isn't working. But if I slide in, I should be able to connect. There's no dodge roll. No, there's dodge. It's not a roll. I mean, you're a giant rig. You wouldn't expect to be rolling around like an idiot. Well, that was stupid. Burn my energy on a heal instead of a cut. Because, I mean, that should hit. It's just, it's a very long attack animation. And the actual damage it does is not... it's not that much more than the other weapon. Yeah, I think the point of is to attack him until he does his missile thing and exploit that. And that's how you take him down. But that means actually hitting him, which is something I haven't been doing reliably. Well, let's say we're going to try... Hello. I haven't seen this before. Audio log.
Great news, guys. We finally got the new gear assembly unit down here. And not a moment too soon. The old one was spitting out worse trash than what you put in. For now, though, you'll have to manually unlock the schematics on your local accounts, at least until they update the interface.
Which I like that.
Is business as usual.
I don't have to go around again.
Make sure you got the proper materials and hit OK.
Yeah. I will switch out to the other weapon. You can do thrusts with that have good reach, and they don't... You see how long the swings take with this? That's... With this boss, it's not an option, because he's just going to stomp you before you're able to do that. If it had more reach than it did, it would be okay, but it doesn't, so... Great weapon for trash, not so much for the boss. You see, like, you slide in, and the overhead is almost 2 seconds for the attack, which is maybe a little much. So we will use our Spectre Bite. Don't get as much energy, but that's not really a big deal. It's faster. It has these big thrusts and a good amount of reach. Okay, try again. Let's not fuck it up this time, he says.
Restricted area. Secure operating tactical analysis.
I am so stupid. It's unbelievable. I just got... Stop fighting him in a fucking corner. You just get stomped on. Don't do that. Fight him in the middle. He kills you really quick. If you let him get you like that. And I'm letting him get me like that every time. I gotta stop it. I'm being dumb. The hammer is not better. The hammer, I barely even hit him. Well, yeah, the weapon does have elemental damage. I know, it's electric, but I don't know if the boss is weak to electric. I have no idea about that. There's no indicator that he is. And the fact that it has elemental damage is irrelevant to the conversation. I really shouldn't be clearing all this out every time. I can avoid almost everything here. I'm just wasting time. Let's fight him in the middle. Where we don't get stomped repeatedly without anywhere to dodge. I know you're here. And I know there's two more. At least there should be. Okay. Try it again. Oh, come on! I knew there was a third one. I was like, maybe he didn't spawn? No. Of course he did. Alright. Here we go. Right, get out of the fucking corner. Okay. We're fighting him in the center. He's gonna get his swords out. Alright. No, don't follow up with a second attack. Because he'll stomp you. Just do two. That's all we need. Alright. He's gonna go for a swing, slide under. Second attack, now leave. Okay. Alright. Better. Go in while he's turning around. Go for the back again. Oh, shit. He hit himself. Alright, okay, here we go. Okay. Better. Alright, let's see what he does now. Health regen. Energy. Okay. Slide in. Dodge. 2 and 3 and out. Slide in. Hit him again. Okay. He's about to do his shit again. Go right at him. So he hits himself with his missiles. He's down. I don't know how I ended up there. Oh, I knocked a bit off his back. Alright, I think he's pissed. Don't fuck it up now. To the back and dodge. Back in. Pop potion. Dodge. He's got his swords out. Slide in. Slide out. I keep doing a 3-hit combo, which is dangerous, and I shouldn't do it. Alright, he's doing it again. Hit him! Fuck him up! One more! Ah! Alright, one more. One more, you bastard. Oh, shit. Slide out, get out. Alright, hit the heal over time. Slide out. No, don't do the 3-hit. Come on. I spam too much. I keep hitting that shit, and I need to stop it. Alright, there's your missiles. This is it. This is it. Yeah! We did it! All that was required was to not be dumb. And we got drops. I think we got his giant fucking blade as a weapon, which sounds amazing. Oh, my tech scrap. It's 700. Also, where the fuck is it? Wouldn't it be here? It'll be in the corner, right? There it is. Get it. Get it. Oh. This is a... Oh, it's a single-rigged weapon. Ooh. With high proficiency scaling. Even at this level, it's better than what I have. I don't know what kind of... Oh, look at this fucking thing. Jesus Christ. Okay. It is a giant fucking cleaver, and you can stab with it. I am going to assume that that unlocked the maglev station. I also got a health implant level 3. I don't know if that is hot swappable. I mean, I probably don't have the energy to do it anyway, but... Let's see, where was it? Vital boost 3. Scales, but only if you have a lot of core power. As it stands, actually bad. Okay, but good for later. When I have more core power. Alright, the maglev should run now. Great.
Next stop, Central Production B.
Now it's a good time to take a break. And when I come back, I'll play a little more. Finally, I stopped being terrible. As you can see, the environments are about to change a lot. Alright, let's take a break. I hope the game doesn't crash in the process. Alright, ladies and gents, welcome back to the show. We will be getting on with a little bit more of the Surge, which broke. No. Thought it broke. It didn't. Maybe it did. Maybe it did. Yeah, there's apparently a refresh rate fix patch that solves a lot of these problems. A lot of the on-launch crashing is to do with that, supposedly, so. Alright. Well, we can get back into it then and see where we can go from here. We've got through the first area. And it's going to be in some sort of factory kind of thing. And it looks like there's an ops center up there.
That was an amazing experience.
I mean, there's vending machines. Which we can't kill with our weapon. I'm still interested. Sorry. I'm getting a bit croaky here. Don't know how long I'll be able to keep doing the stream, because looks like my voice is going, but I would love to know a little bit more about this weapon and what it does. Like, obviously I can see that, but I want to know, is it elemental? What other characteristics does it have? Well, turns out you hit details and it tells you. Slash damage, thrust damage, and elemental. Yeah, I'm going a bit hoarse. So, I don't know how long I'll keep going. Looks good. How does it compare to that, though? No, I didn't know about the details page. Yeah, so that's got more elemental and crush damage. But in terms of slash, this thing has a lot of that. So I imagine it's going to be very good at severing shit. Hello? These drones we were talking about, eh?
Connection failure. Rerouting. Manual link established. Welcome to main production. Worker number. Database error. Let me show you around.
Alright then.
How may I help you?
Shoot my enemies. That would be nice.
Let me show you around. Around.
Seems you've got a screw loose somewhere.
Thanks for your concern. Error. No loose screws found.
Right. So, where is everybody?
Unable to initiate link to CreoNet. No data available.
Fabulous. Then where's operations?
Information unavailable.
You are useless.
Time to get to work. Let me show you the way. Terms of use and license agreement. How may I be of service? Provided by Creo. I'd like to help. I'd like to help. I'd like to... Please, hold the line.
Right. You can use your companion drone to perform unique combat actions. Alright then. Apparently I have a drone now, and it has a ranged weapon. And I assume I have to activate it manually? Yes, there's a button for it. So it's magic, basically. Op center's that way. Vending machines are there. We can use it to attack that, for instance. Oh. If it can just kill those annoying-ass fucking little drones and I don't have to chase them, then that's good in itself.
Welcome. This unit is currently running on emergency power. Services are limited at the moment.
Oh, lovely.
We apologize for any inconvenience.
That's fucked. That's fucked. That's fucked. Yeah, so medbay is all I've got access to. And that's, again, core power stuff. Might as well. So I guess my quest is probably to go and fix this.
Happy to help.
You're useless. Absolutely bloody useless.
We regret to inform you, services are currently limited.
I may have to fight that at some point. Alright. Overcharge this. This should... Oh, hello. Looks like we have someone else first. Alright. Oh, he's got a hammer. I'm just gonna rip your head off if you don't mind. Now, if you've quite finished... that will probably fix it.
Sector online. Do you require assistance, Warren?
There we go.
She said I should get to the executive level, that it's safe there. Security forces have it locked down, but it's the getting there that's the problem. She said things will soon be under control, and they've asked for external aid.
The same music in this one too? Oh, please go away.
But you know what? It's fine. If they've got everything under control, I'm just gonna sit here and wait for them. It's terrifying enough listening to the noises, let alone being out there. I'm safe here.
Great. I can't believe we stick with this music. I wish... this needs turning off. Before release, you need to be able to disable this shit. It's awful. And I don't want to turn off the rest of the music. I just want to turn this off, because it sucks.
Warren.
I might even go in the game files to see if I can delete it.
I'm glad you're okay.
Will you finally tell me who you are?
Sally. I'm Sally, medical staff assigned to the Executive Forum. I'm isolated up here. Stuck, to be exact. Just trying my best to figure out how I can help.
What the hell's going on here?
There was some kind of incident, that's all I know. Hardly anything is working and your area is in lockdown. I'm trapped up in the Executive Forum. There's loads of distress beacons, but you're the only person I've managed to contact. We have to do something.
Fine. Hope this qualifies for hazard pay.
Okay then. We need to find out what happened, and we won't if we just stay here. We're in this together, and like it or not, we're on our own. At least for the time being.
You tried calling for help?
The system's locked down. There's no way I know to contact anybody outside, and it seems most comms are out apart from the ops.
I better get going.
Be careful out there.
Alright then. Can we upgrade this giant chain blade thing? Depends what parts I got. Hopefully some Mark IIs. That would be lovely. Ah, it starts at Mark 1. Looks like we didn't get much of anything, really. Disappointingly. Yep. Well, hopefully the enemies in this area will drop Mark II gear, because otherwise I ain't going to be getting very far with any of this crap. Still don't have the Rhino body gear. Or Rhino head. I'll see what we can find. This area should all be working now, so... let's take his hammer, shall we? Because he may have Mark II parts. It looks like he's wearing Rhino as well, so... we didn't cut it off, unfortunately. Also need to remember I have that drone. Okay, can't go through there yet. Oh, he does not give a fuck about my drone. Alright. Oh god, and he hits like an absolute monster. Not doing well on the severing things. Maybe if we aim for the head. Nope. Drone is useless for that. These guys are not dropping anything. But it looks like they're all geared out with like pretty good shit that I would love to have, but as of yet, we've not severed anything correctly. This is a good chopping weapon, but they're not dropping. Which is weird, actually, considering how often things drop in this game. Strange to see something... oh, God. Vicious. Ah! Very much vicious. Yeah, these guys are much tougher.
Take care.
Yes, let's try not to fuck that up. God, take the right, come on.
Good to see you.
Rhino shoulders. Was like thinking where, you know, where best to cut. Maybe the head. I don't know if he actually has a rhino headpiece, but if he does, I want it. Oh. Hello. He did. That's very good news. Well, actually, I might go back and just craft that immediately, but there's 2,500 scrap down there that I didn't pick up, so I'm gonna get that first. And then I'll go back and craft the rhino headgear instead of what I'm using. And if he has rhino body, I want that too. Yeah, these guys have uninterruptible attacks. By the looks of it. He has rhino body. These are all good things. Activating your drone when not locked on an enemy will charge your current drone module. Okay. I mean, I haven't seen the drone be remotely useful to this point, but... we want more Mark II parts. Let's try and get them. God, he just whacks you. Immediately. And there's a second one, and I'd rather not fight them both. Yeah, you go back. Go on. Fuck that up, didn't I? Come on, don't waste the energy. These guys are tough. Also, I'm not locking on properly, so I need to be doing that. Oh, is he the one that... Did he steal my scrap? Or did that... Is that reacquire message coming up late? Alright, the guys around here. Don't want to fight more than one at a time. Using the drone to pull doesn't seem like a terrible idea. Doesn't do shit, but... He doesn't seem to care about that either. Hell, you know I'm gonna block that. Yeah, I actually do have the strength to block those flurries, so... Rather than trying to dodge them... Although that would probably be a good idea as well. Let's maybe do that. There's another one. And I know you're wearing rhino headgear, and I want the parts of it. All these guys are just stronger. But yeah, I can go back now, I think. I got some parts. I can replace my Lynx headgear with rhino. Maybe see if these guys are dropping tier 2 stuff. Ooh, that's... I've not seen that weapon before. I want it. Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay. That was a horrible mistake. Oh my god, they hit like monsters. Fuck me, that guy hit me for 90. Well, we found the Black Knight equivalent, I guess. Well, then I'm gonna have to go back in there and get the damn scrap now.
Take care.
Now. All I want is your head. It's not too much to ask. It's like, dip in there, grab the scrap, and run. Oh, it spawned outside. Okay, thank God. I'm leaving now. Go fuck yourself. Not fighting you yet. You're way too strong. There's 2 of them in there, and I don't think you can fight one. Maybe I could pull it out with a drone. The hammer might be better in there than this, actually. Because that's pretty good at hitting multiple enemies. Right, we have the scrap. Let's see what we got. Did we get any tier 2 parts? We can craft the rhino stuff as well. So that's good. Oh god, we have so many cortical processors. Rhino head. Increased energy consumption for drone. I do not care about that in the slightest. Because the drone shit. And we want rhino body. We actually don't have the parts for that. But let's have a look at upgrades. Yep, nothing on the Mark II front. Not yet. I believe there's a set bonus as well. Oh, we don't have core power for it. It's fine, we can upgrade core power. We need to do that anyway. Consumables. Pile of metal scrap. And then just bank the rest. Nah, you can't change colors, I'm afraid. It would be nice. The character customization is very much a weak point of this game. It does not have much in the way of that at all. Okay, that's just enough power to equip it, I think. You can't see with this thing on. So the only thing I need to replace is the Lynx body gear, and then I should have full rhino. Which one would hope would give me a bonus.
Look out for your fellow workers. They look out for you.
I'm sure they do. Alright, sever things, get things. We need parts for the body. That said, he is not wearing a body rig. You can tell because he's unarmored. So I'm not sure cutting at the body would be good. Probably one benefit. I guess you have to cut it apart that actually has equipment on it. Let's, we might venture into that room again and see what's going on. One, you know, I can... Yeah, it's like a security guard, almost. It's like, can I pull one out without the other? Oh, there's a lift there. Didn't notice that. I'll get this guy out of the way first. He is wearing body rig. That was a giant fuck you. Alright, come on. Come on. He's good. Well, he does a second swing and then... Get out of the way. He swings again. Swing in, do the cutting attack on the body. That's what we need, are the parts. And if we get wrecked Rhino body gear, that will give us the parts. And as for you, he is armored absolutely everywhere. I want his weapon. I don't know what it is, but I want it. Drone, bring him in. Okay, that worked. Ooh, he has some nasty little attacks by the looks of it. It's a staff kind of weapon. Oh, his body's unarmored, but I want the weapon, so attacking his body's not what I'm going to do. Okay, now that I have space, this is a lot better. Famous last words. Yeah, I actually keep... Oh, Jesus! I was about to execute him and they just stopped me under the chin. Yeesh. Nasty. Okay, I got 3 parts for the body rig. I have enough. I just don't have the money. So I need to go back and get that. But I can build the body rig. I don't think I'm going to equip it.
Be careful out there.
Yeah, they have this uppercut attack that just does 90 damage, which is a lot. So you have to avoid that. Speaking of avoiding, that's another thing that would be a good idea if possible. The amount of unnecessary damage we're taking is silly. Oh, 6 Mark 2. No, 3 times Mark 2. Alright. So if I cut off those arms, they do occasionally drop the Mark 2 tungsten. So I should be focusing on cutting the arms off on those guys. And as for these dudes, I really want to kill them because, 1, I want what they drop. And 2, I want to see what's behind there. And I can pull them out. We'll take this guy out first. We'll go... we have the parts for the body now. So I want to take the arms. Oh, we missed. That's not good! Yeah, trying the stab in the air. Not really working. Caught me on the backswing. Damn. It's like, yep, I got your pieces, but... yeah, kill those arms. They seem to drop like 3 of the Mark 2 material each. I'm gonna keep pushing down here then, and try and get that Mark 2 material, and then I can get an upgrade off it. Just keep chopping these guys' arms off. They have the bits we need. I'm a little concerned about my overall health here, and with good reason. Thankfully, they do have a very predictable attack path. Not so thankfully, we are also dealing with this bastard. Oh, God. Just kind of endured that. Yeah, those big flurries on the dual wielder guys, you can block. And you should. Probably take his legs if we can. Ah! Oh! They are dangerous, though. If they get you with a flurry, that's several high damage hits. I am charging my attacks mostly, yeah. I'm also using heavy attacks, and I probably shouldn't be. I should be using quicker ones.
Have a nice day, Warren.
So, a lot of that is my own personal mistake. Okay, that was a lot of stuff. Those were force regulators, not Mark IIs by the looks of it. Yeah, we have the tungsten alloy now, the Mark II, which can be used to upgrade. I don't know, I'd have to make a pretty tough choice on that. That's, yeah, tungsten alloy is all used on weapons, so probably upgrading that and the hammer. But we need our stuff back first.
Be careful out there.
Oh, there aren't actually charged attacks. Yeah, you're actually completely right. It's only comboed. So, if you hold the button down, it combos. So, this is what one click does. If I hold the button down, this is what it does. So, technically there is a charged attack, but the charged attack is actually a combo. It's not a just heavier attack in general. Oh, actually, you're just wrong. You're actually straight up wrong. This is a normal overhead. This is a charged overhead. Yeah, you're straight up wrong. Sorry. I keep forgetting. I probably shouldn't listen to chat when they actually don't own the game. Stuff. Lots and lots of it. This upgrade should be forthcoming shortly. Assuming I can get my stuff and get out with it. Ah! I do combo too often. Because once you're committed, you're kind of fucked. And it's like, yeah, you can cancel out, but only if you had the energy to dodge. And I burn all my energy, and then I end up just getting hit. It's a very bad habit that I need to get out of. Well, we certainly aren't short on the tungsten now, are we? I've got plenty of that. The question is, I suppose, where the rest of it's going to come from. Okay, I'll pull him in, take him out, and then leave. I don't want to take the dual wielders dudes out here. I'll actually do a lot more damage this time. I'll take the body. The body is very well armored, though. You don't do a lot of damage to it. As you can see! And then they can pull that shit on you. I should probably go for the stabbing thrust, which is the overhead charge for this weapon. And that is why that was a bad idea. And I shouldn't have listened to myself. And I think did I just throw away 3,500 tech? I did pick it up, right? Or actually, I don't think I did. I actually might be shit. I should have just gone back, taken the tech before I even fucking fought anything.
Come back anytime.
I don't know if I picked it up or not. I think I might have, looking at the numbers there. Come on, it's time to learn to stop being crap. Stop getting hit by that. Be more careful with your combos, damn it. At least I'm getting plenty of parts. I'm not going to be short on those, but at some point I do actually need to go back there and go with money to spend. Not quite what I was looking for. One swing, two swings. Oh, he just did the one swing this time, okay. Get that cut before you get hit. It's time to go back. Fuck fighting anything else. We're leaving. We're going back to cash this in and do something.
you require assistance, Warren?
Yes, I require assistance in drilling out my ears so I don't have to listen to this stupid fucking country music anymore. I will rate this game as unplayable if that is in by launch. PR guy, if you're watching this, let people turn that off. Good God, it is awful. Okay. Nothing much in the implant front, really. When it comes to gear assembly, on the other hand. So we're looking just for probably a straight-up weapon upgrade, I think. It's like hammer or that. Right now we're using that. Upgrading the hammer is still good, you know, it's a lot of damage still, but we'll eventually be able to afford both. Actually, with the scrap pickup I got, I might be able to. We don't have anything else we can build, though, right? It's just that Rhino... Oh, we're short 1 for that, okay. And its core power consumption is 1 higher. So we might need to upgrade just a little. Well, let's upgrade that weapon. Alright, first Mark II piece of equipment. And then you go all the way up to Mark IV, obviously, and it's just better. I don't think it changes the cosmetic appearance. It looks pretty much the same, which is kind of a shame. I'd like to have seen that. Like I said, again, one of the weaknesses of the game is the visual customization is just 0. Fuck it, I'm banking this. I'm not gonna waste that. Bank it, bank it, bank it. Alright, bigger, scarier weapon.
Careful out there.
Well, he was very quickly bothered. Oh my god, that hits way harder. Not that that's an excuse for this kind of fuck up. And that charge is very powerful, but you actually have to hit him with it. Oh, Jesus. What am I doing? Screwing up is the straight up answer to that. Just being bad. Generally awful. I really want to kill these guys. I really want their stuff. Alright, I think I can 3-hit combo these guys if I hit them properly now. Which is always going to be good. Okay, I want to fight them and I want to beat them this time. Let's give it a shot. Go on, just pull them in. Okay. I think their headgear, in fact, their entire gear set is different to anything I've got. So I have a feeling killing them is going to be good one way or the other. Because I've never seen that gear set before. Jesus! At this rate, I'm not going to see it again either. They are really strong. They hit so hard.
Don't believe it. Hey, you!
There's a person that I accidentally found.
Fucking statue here. Can't move a thing. Can you power it up and jumpstart me?
I almost thought I killed him there. That's an actual living person.
Oh, damn. Thank you. Been sitting here so long, my ass is numb.
Well, you gotta save yourself.
How many times I've had to play dead out here. Nearly pissed my pants a couple of times. I'm Hobbs. Dean Hobbs. No one calls me Dean, so, you know, Hobbs is fine.
What are you doing down here?
Well, just being me. I mean, I'm maintenance. I should have left this stuff to security. But I thought, hey, Hobbs, let's find out what's going on here. Stupid, man. Just stupid. Wanted to check the failsafe consoles, see what they recorded. Got separated from my crew, but I thought, Hobbs, don't give up now. You can make it. And that's when my rig gave out.
Guess you've got no idea what's going on around here.
Shit, man. I don't know nothing. Felt like my brain was an egg on a griddle and then the yolk popped. Woke up, head ringing like crazy. Everything had just gone to hell. And what I've seen since then. Man, you wouldn't believe it.
What's the deal with these failsafe consoles?
Well, Creo's got a few around the factory to monitor problems and record them. There's sure to be some crazy stuff on them with all that's going down. And check them out if you want, but my adventuring days are done.
What's your plan?
I'm gonna get my ass out of here before it gets mashed like a bug in a windshield. Think I'll head up to Ops. Should be all right there.
So long, Hobbs.
Stay safe, man. Stay safe.
Okay, then. Is he gonna actually stick around in my area, I wonder?
Failsafe protocol active. Log mark 96 hours, 0 minutes, 0 seconds. Automatic system-wide reboot begun. Data loss analysis. Most Creo systems damaged. 27% of data storage and processing systems report complete data and record loss, with low chance of recovery. Local non-network power supplies remain operational. Recovery protocols activated.
Jesus, they are not fucking around. None of these guys are fucking around. Everybody's just really difficult now. I amped up the power of these dudes significantly. Not like I had much scrap to really take home, but fuck me. Did I pick up a new implant? It'd be nice if there was an indicator. I assume this is what it is, yes. Oh, restores health on finishing moves. I can see a use for that. Only takes 1 power, too. Is there anything I can take out in favor of it? Tricky. Maybe the blue cables? I don't think 10% matters that much. It's hardwired. I'll have to go there. That does seem good. Where is it? There it is. It would be interesting to see if the hammer does better. I mean, these heavily armored enemies against a cutting weapon maybe is not the best idea. The main problem is I didn't upgrade the hammer. Do I have enough consumable parts to upgrade it? I don't. Simple as that. I don't have the money. I could sell an implant. Maybe. The upgrade cost for the hammer is almost 3,000. If I farm up enough, maybe. But yeah, this weapon might just not be the best choice against heavily armored enemies. That's entirely possible. The damage it does is okay, but not brilliant. Yeah, that health regen's pretty nice. If you're quick enough, you can also hit the energy regen. If you have enough. But yeah, I do like the idea of getting the hammer upgraded and using that again. It might be a good thing. Considering our current state, it would be a very good thing. So I'm consistently fucking up. Over-comboing and just getting hit far too much. That was an interesting bug, to say the least. As for those big dudes, we'll deal with them when we have enough scrap to upgrade the hammer. And we'll see if they do better. Yeah, this is a bit of a spike in difficulty, no doubt. The stuff is a lot harder. You can't, like, just 2 or 3 hit combo it. And they come in, like, 2s and 3s, which is also not that helpful. Yeah, we're gonna block that. That I need to practice. I haven't blocked all game, but these dual wielders, you can block their whole attack if you have the energy, instead of having to dodge several of those quick swings. You just gotta not suck. And that is kind of the problem I'm having right now. I'm just sucking a little bit too hard.
Time has passed. Minutes. Hours. Days. This place is falling apart. I'm falling apart. I was told it wouldn't hurt.
Oh, Jesus. Alright.
Would be over in just a couple
Let's get ready.
The pain when it started. I was awake. It cut over.
Cut it off. There we go.
Pierced into my bones. I can still hear
very nice.
the machines. Feel them. And I screamed. Just screamed until there was no air left in my lungs. But it didn't stop. It didn't stop.
Oh, we got that back. This was this area. He's not there anymore. He said he'd go to Ops, but he's not there. I didn't see him there. Okay, hub area. And you, a little bastard, is hiding around there, but you haven't seen me yet. Could have done better. Should have used energy to heal as well. What is that? I don't know what... That looks like he has a gun of some sort. I don't like that. Look at that for a second. Okay. Let's go in there with full HP. I don't know how hard this thing's gonna hit. Oh, he was in Ops? I'm just missed him. Alright. Okay, here we go. Alright. Slide in under him. Bad move, but we got him. Yep, and this weird weapon-looking thing that he was using. I'll go for the head. Is there anyone around this corner? Sure as hell hope not. Starting to get the hang of this. Alright, I'm gonna block these attacks. Oof. Mostly. Didn't quite get the energy for a finisher there, though. If I comboed better, I would. So you're only really got to pull those off if you are fighting well. You can't just really spam and expect enough for a finisher. It just won't work. Alright, so far so good. Nothing of relevance here. Guess we'll head down. Let's see. One heal over time, which I might as well pop. And that's about it. Pushing it. I'm hoping we should be close to a shortcut back. Like going out this far. Oh, Jesus. Are you kidding me? You know, fuck. Nope. Fuck it. Fuck it. Nope. 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 I ain't doing it. I ain't fucking Who are you? Oh, God. I'm leaving. I'm going back. Fuck it. Nope. Nope. I've got too much stuff. It's not worth it. Another pipe? I'll probably sell it. It's not worth it. We're leaving. We'll go back to Ops. We'll spend my money. Fuck everything else. Please tell me I didn't miss an enemy. No, don't, no, 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 no. We are not going that way. Now is not the time to be fighting those fuckers. Back to Ops. Nice little haul, yes. And he's hanging around here as well.
Made it, buddy. Good to see you.
And now you have to endure the country music for all time.
Hopefully see you around.
You can live with my pain. Right, how much money do I have? Almost none. I expected a lot better than that. So go we have. Oh, it's a different pipe. It's a staff. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, I don't want to use it, but I imagine it's quite fast. Oh, it's got quite the reach too. That's neat. Not my style, but I can see other people using it. How many items did I pick up for scrap? Oh, aha. Enough for the upgrade is the answer to that. We do still want the Rhino body gear as well. Okay, let's craft the Rhino body gear. We'll probably have to get one level of rigging power. And I'm hoping this is my set bonus waiting to happen here. Yeah, I won't be able to wear it without this, so... Which sucks. Probably won't be able to afford my weapon upgrade, but I think the armor set is a better idea. I don't know exactly... Yep, equip set. Is there any details about the set bonus? Not from what I could tell. Just keep an eye on the stats when we equip it. Oh, yep. I mean, we got it. I don't know what it really did for us. Any details? No. Hmm. Well, I mean, I guess it's a good thing. That's all I can say. At least I hope so. Ah, here we go. Gear set bonus. Increase impact while under the effect of implants that boost your weapon damage. That's terrible, isn't it? Because I don't have any of those. I wonder if there's any more weapon types. There's a little gap here. Yeah, I don't have any of those implants. So this gear set bonus is entirely pointless. Ugh. I'm a little disappointed by that.
Take care.
I'm still thinking of upgrading that hammer. But we need the money for it. Okay, let's head back in the direction we went. And there is that shortcut down there, I think. And we still want to kill those big dudes with black armor too, so... Let's see what we can do about that. We've got to bring them down at some point. Preferably not pull the others. Gee. Aye. Don't get hit by that.
Come back anytime.
And now I want to kill them just for the principle of the fucking thing at this point. It's the point where I'm just not even paying attention. Ah, for God's sake! Can't even kill the first two now. I mean, you could maybe block it. I don't know. With that high damage, it depends, I guess, how big stagger the weapon actually is. Maybe you could block it. I mean, it's no bad swing. It's easily dodged if you don't suck.
Safety at work is our highest priority.
There lies the problem. Yeah, I might just be getting tired. It's like I'll probably just be getting worse from here. It won't get any better. I want one of them dead, though. Just to prove that we can. Not you. Alright, careful. Wait for his attack. Okay, so he has a poke. Knocked him down. So he kicks you in the face if you're not careful. Big swing coming in, big swing coming in. Oh, get back here, you fuck. I'm not done with you. You asshole! You dick! You just baited me in. Unbelievable.
Take care.
What a fucking dickhead. Oh, I didn't know he had a charge. I don't think I've ever encountered that attack before. What a shower of dicks. Yeah, I almost had one of them down and then I backed off too far and I leashed him. Shoot him in the right arm. Get him. I go for his left leg. Go on. Alright, you missed me. Now I can take your leg out. No! They'll interrupt your big combos with a light kick. And they have a ranged attack. Oh, shit. Get out of there. Get out of there. No. Okay, I'm not dead yet. I'm not actually dead yet. Oh, they have... Are you kidding me? They shoot you with a shoulder cannon, stun you, and then hit you in the head. That's even worse.
Happy to help.
Yeah, hitting the leg doesn't seem to help. You can't. They're both leashed together. Like, they'll both come. I've tried baiting one over the other. It hasn't worked. It does not work. You have to fight them both. It is not easy. Alright. They do have one weak spot. I could hit them in the body, but I want their stuff, and I'm not going to get it if I... Maybe I do a bunch of damage in the body and then finish them with attack somewhere else. Plus, I can knock him over with that. Go to hell! Go to hell! That stun is horrible. Okay, I'm gonna try once more. I'm gonna wrap the stream because I'm just tilting now, and this isn't helping anybody.
Safety risk detected. Please stand by.
Jesus. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm tapping out. I'm done. I'm not gonna get any better from here. I'm too tilted. Okay. That will be that. That was The Surge, folks. It's out next week. Generally speaking, very good for what it is. Not easy, but pretty cool. Lack character customization kind of sucks. Certainly story and lore-wise, there's no candle on Dark Souls, but combat-wise, theme-wise, pretty cool. Alright. Thank you for watching, folks. I am leaving now. I'm going to play a bit of Quake, I think. I'll see you next time. Throat sweets. God, my... Ugh.